It's the Mead for Metal podcast.
Whew. That's a way to start a show.
Ow!
What's going on, children?
Hey,
it's a Friday night. Time to talk shit, get people in trouble.
Hell yeah.
Usually ourselves.
I know, right?
Got a half-brother, biological half-brother in Indiana that still listens to this. I didn't realize he was still tuning into this shit every week or every other week. So a shout out to Steve. But
Hi,
Thanks, Steve.
Yep, he complimented the shit out of the podcast. Well, everybody but me and Brandon. So.
Son of a bitch. You spend your whole life hooking and crooking trying to make a fucking living.
No, actually, in a way, he actually did compliment us because he's like, man, this really speaks volumes about your friendship. You guys are still doing this after all those years. Like,
Yeah.
well.
Gotta go while the going's good, you know?
What the fuck else we gonna do, huh?
Drink.
Yeah, I was like, nothing?
Yeah, even I've kind of slid right back off of that wagon again.
I've been driving that wagon for many a moon.
Yeah. No, I'd kind of laid on the brakes at about the very early part of December, right after Thanksgiving. I didn't drink shit until I almost said Labor Day, until New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I was like Labor.
And then I didn't drink again for a few weeks, and then I would have like a couple of glasses of mead here and there. And then finally, it's like, oh, fuck, what am I doing? I'm just going to drink beer. I get joy out of beer. Why not?
Exactly.
I'm just trying not to drink a stupid amount of beer.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, okay.
Hey, I got peasant beer this time.
Yeah, I noticed you're not drinking peasant beer.
Well, they're tall
still
boys.
tall
in there.
boys.
There were tall boys in there.
I'm getting ready to drink a Guinness. I can't say shit.
Ooh. One of them little coffee ones, too. Fancy kind.
Ooh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I bought it at Walmart because I needed to stop there because I'd forgot a couple of things for the feast tomorrow. But
Yes.
I picked up a 4-pack of the Guinness and Nitro, and I was checking out, and the machine didn't want to fucking scan that barcode. I'm like, nope. Yeah. Like, this product is not found. Just wait, and somebody will be with you in a minute, because I always go self-checkout because I don't like to fucking have dummies check me out at stores. So.
I prefer self-checkout, too.
And, it's just if I could get Walmart to start paying me for doing their job, that'd be great. But
A couple cents off.
I'm here to check in, and then I'm here to clock in, and then I'm going to clock right out as soon as I'm checked out.
Even Domino's give you a couple bucks, you go pick up your own fucking pizza.
Theoretically.
And then they bitch about, well, as long as you want pizza the very next week.
If you order your pizzas on Sunday, it's kind of an issue because Sunday's the reset of the clock.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would ever be eligible for that $3 off on the on.
No, that's the thing. They it's like $3 off your next order. Like they're like, hey, here's a coupon. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I could eat Domino's in successive weeks.
Absolutely not.
Although we got a new pizza joint.
I've heard.
I have not. Today was the first fucking time because I'm a pillar of the community. Apparently, I know everything fucking going on around here. Fucking pizza joint, and I don't even know where it's
Central
at.
Simon's, right?
It's apparently going to open where Little Caesars used to be because.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's right across the street from McDonald's.
That makes sense. I was driving like towards the high school.
Oh yeah, no.
I was on East First, I
you're
guess.
on
You were
wrong-
expecting a classy joint.
No.
Well, I did come across it looked like a place where you could buy phone cards.
Once upon a
Which
time,
I didn't even know still fucking existed.
Oh,
once upon a
yes.
time, that was an industry in this town. You drive by and always say phone cards. It's like, these motherfuckers around here have a telephone? Turns out, no. Because then you start seeing them as like, no, phone cards to Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Like, well, that makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
Then.
It's like you buy one, you could use it like you use it in the U.S. You're probably going to get like an hour and a half out of it for like $20. Apparently back then was a bargain. Use that shit in Mexico, you're getting like 12 hours.
Right, yeah.
6,000 minutes.
I was just like, what's with all the phone cards? Fuck, what is this, like Okinawa in the late 80s?
Well, keep in mind, this was also back when calling Clovis was a long-distance call.
That shit went away when I moved here in 96. Yeah, long
It
distance
used
call
to be
20
long
miles.
distance
20
to
miles
call
up the road.
Clovis.
39 cents a minute.
This is
Call
the-
Clovis.
Oh,
This
what
is this is the most money grubbing fucking state I have ever lived in my fucking life, and I've lived in California.
Oh my.
Take everything you can, give nothing back.
That's just it.
They're a bunch of filthy pirates.
I was going to say, is that from Pirates of the
It is
Caribbean?
indeed.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
The state's like, you don't need that money, and then you get it down to the county level, and county's like, nah, you don't need that money. You get it down to the municipal level, cities like, you don't need that money, all these assholes. And the great one was, then I had somebody trying to make the argument that state and local municipalities are all trying to catch up because inflation affected them too. They're like, oh, so you're going to stick it to fucking everybody paying bills? Yes, they are.
They are. They have no qualm. They won't say it, but
Yeah.
they have no qualm.
Well, some of them will, and then blame it on somebody else that fucking can't really, defend themselves.
It's like, motherfucker, we can't get delivery. We can't get cable.
Right.
Now you're just fucking taking more away from us.
Yeah.
The one time, like, this is going to be the day I'm going to go treat me and my friends at $30 worth of food. Can't do that. I got to go take out the fucking garbage and pay the water bill.
I can $30. I can feed myself and get something to take on the road with me later. Because $30 don't go that far anymore, and especially in places where the food's shitty, and they decide, well, there's inflation on,
Yeah.
So now
they've
it's
had
like
to raise prices.
it's like $10 for like a sandwich somewhere, and I'm not talking about like goddamn, that's a sandwich. I'm talking about like I do better than that at home.
I feel like I could
Sure.
do that in a minute or less, my own cousin.
Yes.
Dude, fucking HKSB, which I'll never not go there for my Chinese food fix. Almost $14. Oh, yeah.
Hong Kong Super Buffet.
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, HKSB, and I was like, oh, the stupid buffet. Yeah.
$14.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$14.
You know the amount of drugs I can buy with that?
Oh, look,
If you-
can
if
feed
you come
two
by my-
people for $30 at Hong Kong buffet.
But here's the thing. If you're getting takeout, then I can feed 3 people.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I have no shame, and
And you
I will bust the sides of that fucking thing.
it's like a
and then-
clamshell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relatively small one at that, but
Oh.
no, I don't care that all food hang out. That's half the point. I will smash that motherfucker down. I will have a brick of food the shape of that container.
Yeah. Oh, and for those of you playing the home game, how much drugs can that buy? That is 2 grams of marijuana and the good shit. So
It depends on if it's a weekend, though. If you come to my humble establishment, we'll give you up to 25% off. Ooh.
look at this guy.
If the
Still
compu-
on the clock.
If the
Can't
computers work.
resist.
If those computers work and the state of New Mexico's shit works, then I'll do everything I can to get you in a good pair of marijuana pants today.
All right.
But then they don't work and life sucks, and then I want to kill myself.
Is recreational the reason why you can't fucking let your eyes go dull, so you look like most people around. But you stand there, and even out of focus, you can see edibles everywhere. And not long ago, 1 year ago to right now, as a matter of fact, good fucking luck. You want edibles? You ain't getting edibles. And if they got them, it's going to be a high dollar.
Yeah.
Now, back then, though, you're getting some shit that has a little spark to it, though. But
Right. And, I mean, it really raises multiple problems. A big one also really been, there's this thing that I take that I like that works for me, and that's all I want. I don't even want you to fucking consider suggesting something different for me.
Yeah, no, whenever I find shit that actually works for me now, I'm going to start lying to Brandon. Like, no, man, that stuff is shit. And then,
And then it'll
Because-
stay.
well, yeah, because that guy goes, man, I got a friend of mine, he swears by this shit. And then next thing I know, they ain't got
Oh,
none.
it's all gone.
Well, I will say this. The majority of that particular product has been bought. The majority of it has been bought by people I know.
Yeah. Well, if it has the word sleep in it, fucking everybody's going to buy it.
Yeah, I bought that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who stole
You
your
son
shit.
bitch. Well, that's okay. Actually, I need to go down. There's another establishment in town that carries a tincture that's got a
Don't
CBN
even
in
fucking
it.
say its name.
I didn't say the name of your place. I didn't say the name of this place. I don't plug nothing unless they're throwing me money.
That's right.
But so anyway, so this place called
Call it the brown hole.
they have one. Yeah, it says CBD, which apparently you can't get that unless you go into like sporting goods stores and
And convenience stores.
Pharmacies.
Yeah, Allsup's, yeah, pharmacies.
You can go to the Dollar Tree and get a CBD tincture
Yeah,
for like $3.
you can go there. I can't get fucking CBD at the place that used to be known for carrying really good CBD because they don't carry it anymore.
It's so crazy.
But
to
this
me.
other place, they carry a CBD tincture with CBN. And CBN, fuck my mouth.
That's the thing. That's where, goddamn, my fucking brain is so fried. It's the compound that is left after THC dies.
It
Help for
is.
sleepy sleep.
Yeah, well, because there are, because all of us know about CBD, but
Yeah.
not a lot of people know about CBG
No,
and
or
or
CBN.
CBN.
All of
Because
these-
neither of those get you high.
No, the CBG is a euphoria,
Okay.
and CBN is a put you down.
Okay. I mean, I assume there were more cannabinoids than the ones that I knew.
There's a lot. I mean,
There's
I've had people go
hundreds, I
like,
assume.
where's this THC zero stuff? Like, if you're adding any type of weird number after you say THC,
I don't know.
it's probably fake, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
Right, yeah. Same.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I was curious about Delta 8 for a while,
Sure.
which then Brandon said, well, you can already smoke marijuana, though.
Well, I don't understand. That's the thing I don't understand.
It's great in Texas.
Right. Exactly. But otherwise, because it's just like spice.
Yeah, it is.
Spice, K2, any-
like
Yeah, any of that
modified
shit.
in a lab Delta 9.
Yeah.
And we even have a big flyer in our fucking green room that has just like, oh, here's all the benefits of Delta 8. Will it get you stoned? Sure. Is it legal? Hell yeah. Will you pass a piss test? No, you won't.
You will not, yeah.
So basically, you'll still get in trouble for smoking shit that ain't weed.
Oh, well, then why? What?
Then why do it?
Then?
Then why do it?
Yeah,
Right.
that seems dumb as fuck.
There was a thing. It's funny because it comes up every like 5 or 6 years, and usually under some military publication or whatever. I get one this week, and it's like all service people should know you got to really watch the amount of poppy seed you ingest with your bagel or whatever because you will piss hot. I didn't say it that way, but yeah, poppy seeds will make you.
I've seen the Seinfeld episode.
Yeah,
I figured that was true.
Before.
Oh well, yeah, no, military that's a fucking thing, and
It's
it was a
real.
thing even back when I was in.
I don't understand why poppy seeds are on a bagel anyway.
I don't get anything out of it.
like-
I don't get anything out of it.
Is it a flavor?
I think I enjoy. It's a flavor and a texture. So like I eat everything bagels basically every morning, and I love the. And it
Yeah,
has
but
all
you're also
kinds
getting
of
like onion.
Yeah.
Right? And
And
you're getting
like-
like sesame seed.
Do you do a lot of like flaxseed or what's the other one? The
flaxseed is okay.
chia seed.
I haven't done a lot of chia. I've done a lot of flax.
Because
though.
that would also be texture,
Texture
and with
for
an
sure.
actual nutritional component. Because poppy seed has
yeah,
really
has
none.
no nutrition.
It doesn't have a flavor to me.
Okay.
It's certainly got a texture, but it has no flavor to me.
Yeah, I guess it's the texture. Because you're right. I'll have to go and. No, poppy has a flavor. It's just a very subtle. I'm recalling for some reason right now a lemon cupcake with poppy seeds on top. And
well,
I just
now,
remember that working really
the only reason
nicely together.
the only reason I even have poppy seeds in my kitchen is because I'd made lemon. The fuck was it? It was some kind of lemon pancakes of some kind.
And they,
and
for
it,
some
and
reason,
it called
the two
for
go together.
for some reason lemon and poppy seed go
Yeah,
together.
I
But
don't know why.
I got to say this, I wouldn't be in there going, fuck, I can't make no
Right,
pancakes.
I don't have
I got
poppy
no poppy
seeds."
seeds.
Poppy seeds apparently have a very nutty taste
Okay,
and are rich in magnesium, calcium, and fiber.
look at this guy.
Hell yeah.
I didn't have the internet open to read that. I just thought of it.
How much does this guy know? What does Milwaukee stand for?
Test my limits.
It's the good land in Algonquin. Yeah, it's the
This guy know how to party or what?
it's the Mead for Metal podcast where
yeah.
get together and talk about some of that shit. This week we're going to actually get not heavy, but we're going to talk a little bit. You remember the former name of the show? We're actually going to talk a little MMA this week. It's specifically UFC. No, we're not. We're not because fucking frankly, that whole promotion could go fuck itself. But they do know how to put together a pretty goddamn good fight card once in a while. They got a great one coming up tomorrow. So yeah, that's the one where, and I didn't say I was going to give up this sport entirely. You can go back and listen to that shit.
We're not going to talk about it on here.
Yeah, unless it's huge, and tomorrow's huge.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, absolutely. Fucking one of your favorite fighters all time on there. One of my favorite fighters all time.
He's certainly problematic. That's for fucking sure.
He's a hard man to be a fan of. That's
John
for sure.
Jones? Oh, come on, man. He went back to grab his money and his marijuana after he ran into that pregnant
said
lady
sorry.
and broke her arm.
He
Said, sorry,
said sorry.
lady.
He said sorry at least. You get that's you don't get.
He called
you
her
get
a
less than that
lady.
in
She
Albuquerque.
may not even qualify. I don't know. It's like, that ain't no lady. I've heard her speak.
Oh my.
Well,
So, yeah.
goddamn.
But we'll get to that here after a while.
Yeah, no, we'll reserve that for the proper spot.
Glad to see you two fools and myself all survived the fucking hurricane on Sunday.
Wind cane. 2K,
Well-
2-3.
It was what, 1 mile an hour off of a Cat 2.
That's fucking
We had a
insane.
wind gust at 84 miles an hour, and the winds were all sustained over 60. That's the thing that fucking shocked me. A gust, whatever, but sustained. But for fucking 14 hours or so.
Well, and part of my ignorance, but I thought hurricanes were only over water. Can
Yes.
they also be over land?
No, they
I
only
just
over
thought
water.
the term was
Yeah,
used.
no, because if you comment on some shit like that on Facebook on Monday, every weather expert in the world comes out and goes, well, actually,
It's not a hurricane.
you would have to live by water. We got Oasis, bitch.
I have a sink right there.
That's a tub full of water. I'm making gin.
Like a little toilet liquor. Nah, that was the worst I'd ever seen. I think before that it was Goliath.
Goliath, I had very little issue with, and the only reason is because that shit came directly out of the north. I got a profile of 16 feet facing north.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one,
fine.
like, no, it certainly sucks, but we got about 70 some odd beers in here and a bottle of Hot Damn, which then we had to go replenish 2 days later. But
Hot damn is good.
yeah, especially for waiting out a blizzard, but yeah. But yeah,
I had to get out in it.
that shit Sunday was worse than
did
Goliath.
too.
Goliath, and also because Sunday, that shit came directly out of the west,
Yeah.
where I present like a 70-foot profile, you know.
That is the shapely ass of your home.
Well, I call it the moneymaker, so.
Always on the west side. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. I have a light that doesn't work. Still up. Only because my grandfather knows how to tie electrical wire together. That motherfucker is just leaning at a who you gonna kill?
No, it's kind of my fault. It's somebody I'd sent something to hours and hours
No,
ago.
we're gonna
and
kill
they're-
you.
And they're responding now, but that's fine.
Thanks.
It's okay.
I'm
It
going to
doesn't
turn it
matter.
off. I'm going to turn it off. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, it was that was something. I don't know. I don't want to ever experience that again, especially when I'm also having to soothe the frantic mind of an 86-year-old woman. That's like, no, this reminds me of my childhood. I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Aw.
Well, they put out a notice that I don't know. I don't work for a fucking electric company. I'm not a lineman, any of that shit. They were saying they were going to set their fucking breakers on some deal that cuts way down on wildfires in case their lines went down.
Sure.
Which means I went, oh, so we're going to be without power today.
Sure.
and a lot, you know. I got off of talking to people. I got off easier than either one of you two.
Yeah.
Mine went off early too. Mine went off like at 12:30.
Okay.
It goes off. I think it was off for I want to say about 20 minutes or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, it was fine. It was off for 20 minutes. I thought, well, I'm not getting my hopes up because we're still not getting the wind yet. I thought, well, I think we're fucked if we get the stuff they were calling for. And,
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
My power was back on for I think all of about a minute and a half for me to settle into some shit.
And
you
then
know.
it fucking
Yeah.
flicked off again.
And it was off, and then that time I think it was out for about 3.5 hours.
Okay.
But yours was out for
From 2:58, because that's when that
3
84
o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, we'll
if
call
you're-
it 3.
If you're not crazy, 3 p.m.
And hey, goddamn it! I remember when that gust came up. I was fucking there. Now from that, it's about 7:30, about 4.5 hours.
Okay. All right. So yours was a little longer, but goddamn, yours was like 6-7 hours.
Yeah, 3:30 to about 9.
That you're on. I'm assuming like Excel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there
I
you
think
go.
so.
See, I'm on co-op, but mine I know was
think so. I
directly
don't know.
related to one of their breakers somewhere failed in this area.
Okay.
So mine wasn't even related to the same outage that Brandon had. He's
Sure.
on the co-op. So
Right. Yeah, I think there was a bunch of different things going on,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But apparently they can set the system back to where it doesn't set off fires so readily.
That's good. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Yeah, but it also
bad.
does mean it also will trip a lot easier.
Well, of course,
you know, so.
course, absolutely, and it's certainly an inconvenience. But
Yeah.
I mean, oh well.
So I get a good laugh today because I was reading through some of my agricultural news and shit, and they were bemoaning that they were going to get winds up to 50 miles an hour through Tennessee today. And I thought, well, I don't want to sound like a really cold, hard, uncaring jackass, but 50? Are you shitting me? 50? 50 miles an hour. Oh, good heavens, no. It's,
Oh my goodness.
so for everybody out in, like Sister Polk, Tennessee, or whatever. Actually, I'm not going to talk shit about Tennessee. They got good hams, and we're eating one tomorrow. So I feel like that would be bad karma to talk bad about
Maybe
their
I'm not a
about their
fan of
pork.
Tennessee right now, except for the ham. So
Thank you, ham.
yeah. Otherwise, Tennessee can go fuck itself.
I don't really know of anything going on there. Nashville is there, which is apparently the most overpopulated city in America now.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Because they, I don't know, there was some report that came out showing that what major American cities, major metro areas, of what they're capable, what would be a good number for them to have for residents, where that number is actually at, and what the projections are. Nashville's the worst.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But everybody's moving there. And Las Vegas had been at the top of that list for a very long time until people went, oh, they ain't got no water? Okay.
Yeah, no shit. I
don't
would
need
not
no
move
water.
to Vegas.
Fucking out of here.
God, people are nuts. When I went to last time I was there and I drove past the Hoover Dam, I was like, where'd the water go?
Ain't there no
weird.
more.
God, it's so wild. Because I went there when I drove over the Hoover Dam when I was a kid. So we're talking like
That's why California is trying to put in a pipe.
25 years or so.
Yeah.
Longer.
I hadn't heard about it in 7 years, but state of California was wanting to get a utilization of Conscious, I think. Was it Conscious? I think it was Conscious Dam. No, it was Fort Sumner Lake. They were wanting to
shit.
put in a pipeline, haul it from Fort Sumner Lake
To California.
Sumner Lake all the way to like something that they were doing, constructing west of Albuquerque,
Jeez.
and then all the way out to California. It's like, well, wait a goddamn minute. California can sit there and give us the middle finger on everything and tell us how fucked up everybody else is, call us flyover states. Oh, but we're going to need all your resources.
All your water.
We're going to
Give
need all
us
your water,
your
all your
water.
electricity. The fucking wind farms around here, and
Are for
75% of them
Yeah.
are for fucking California. It's like, oh, how nice of California to just kind of reach out and, put their fingers into everybody's business, but then turn around and require states that are raising hogs to fucking raise them by their state Department of Agriculture's
Yeah, it's wild,
specifications.
isn't it?
Like, go fuck yourself. That's a violation of supremacy clause anyway.
It
The
is.
federal government should be handling all things having to do with interstate commerce.
Indeed.
Why they're not, I
don't know.
We got
I
a
don't
doddering old jackass in office instead of some rapist jackass in office.
Yeah, I know. It's like we really can't win.
It's like, what? Is this the best we got? Come on, Brandon. You fucking run for president.
I don't know, man. Y'all are talking in language I don't get.
I
I just want to
just can't believe how
smoke
old he
weed and
looks.
drink beer.
Just like
That
see
Biden?
quick. Yeah.
Yeah,
He literally looks like I don't mean to be disrespectful, but he looks ill.
I learned a long
Old and
time ago,
ill.
I will always be disrespectful to all of them. I was disrespectful to W. I was disrespectful to Obama. I was disrespectful to Trump. I'm disrespectful to this guy.
He literally looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it. He looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper, and it's really creepy.
Can we put a fucking, like, if you're old enough for Social Security, you can't be president anymore.
There's got to be something, man.
And then they got to put in some shit like for Congress, like 10 years past that.
There needs to be everywhere. Everywhere there needs to be an age
That
cap.
Strom Thurmond shit is just
Oh
such
my god.
There's a politician once upon a time back. Well, he was.
He's disgusting.
Yeah.
right back, children.
He was a racist from the deep South, clearly.
Wasn't it South Carolina?
South Carolina. But he loved the ladies of color though.
Oh god, he's so gross.
But that sumbitch sat in the Senate till he's like 102.
Yes, they had to like push him in a wheelchair.
That guy looked like he had been
Death,
mummified, and then they unwrapped him. That's what that guy looked like.
Came out and said, "No, we will not have gays doing anything that I don't want them to do. Good day." Roll him the fuck out.
He wouldn't even say that. The thing is, that's the question. It's like, well, who was actually running his office? His fucking chief of staff.
Yep.
His chief of staff was actually one half of the senators from South Carolina.
It's kind of like the Iron Sheik. You know that motherfucker ain't on Twitter.
Yeah.
He can't use a phone.
No, he's probably one of his biggest fans. They probably hired him, and they probably pay him a couple $100 a month to keep his Twitter account going. Because it's all shit the Iron Sheik would say.
Right.
You know, but...
And you know, there's a chance that maybe like there's a way to relay a message to this guy. It's like, hey, fucking Sheiky baby wants you to put that up. But that motherfucker ain't directly tweeting nobody.
Man, yeah, if I had been a lot more affluent like 15 years ago, I could have feasibly gotten, that guy could have thrown some birthday bash, get a live band out here or whatever. I could have paid like a couple of grand and had the Iron Sheik out here.
Oh, shit.
And I could have got him to put Brandon in a camel clutch. I would have taken photos. It would have been great.
I'd have shit myself. It'd have been a good time.
Anybody need anything?
Sure. Why not? I'm in a drinking mood. I don't have that same energy. I don't know. The last 6 days have really beat my ass.
That's fair. It's been...
Between weather, normal existence, and work, I don't know.
One ice cold frosty.
I know there was a small part of me, I can't remember if it was the last podcast or the one before, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that today.
Yeah, it was last podcast.
It was real close here today as well, but I don't want to fuck with technology of any sort. If anything, I just want to like stare at a book and just get trashed.
No, it wasn't.
Did anybody
last
get
podcast,
drunk and
it
read
was
books
before.
anymore?
I do.
Do you find you retain any of it?
No, not usually. Well, okay, let me depending on the level of drunkenness.
Oh, no, yeah, you'll hit a point where it's like,
Yeah,
I can't
I
fucking
reach a
read
point
right
where
now.
I don't retain any of it. But in fact, I reach a point where I can't read anymore because my eyes won't
Yeah.
focus. But
So these are the Nitro cold brew
Ooh,
coffee.
that's
It is a
fancy.
coffee, but it's a beer.
And Guinness ain't paying us shit.
Guinness ain't paying us nothing. But
That's all right.
It's the same shit I was drinking last night, but
They ain't paying us nothing, but we owe them everything.
there we go.
yeah.
Yeah, and the chick at Walmart, she's like, I thought you were buying a coffee drink. I said, well, it is.
It's coffee and beer together.
Coffee and beer so I can rise to the occasion.
I'm trying to remember if I've tried this before, and if I recall, it was really good.
Would you like one?
I'm going to get one after I'm done with this tequila.
Okay. Give a holler, because there's a glass with your name on it. In
Heck
it.
yeah.
And I mean that in the most
Literal
literal of
way.
fucking terms.
Anybody a Godsmack fan?
Radio hits?
First two records. First record.
We are heartbroken to have to announce that Godsmack cannot get to South America in April as promised.
Oh, no.
We're so saddened by this as we've been trying for so long to make this work.
What
But due
shithole
to the
are they-
lack of ticket sales, we simply can't find a way to fund this tour at this time.
Oh, shit. Brazil said, we're not interested in seeing you.
Oh.
Bye.
Here, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Just really either you're throwing yourself under the bus or an entire continent.
I find Brazil to be perfectly.
Of course, why did I say Brazil? Because you said South America.
But now
My mind
this
went Brazil.
this is also a band that's fun. It's like, this is our last album. If you see us live, it's a greatest hits tour for the rest of eternity.
I don't think so. I think those cats are going to be around for another 20 years.
They will going on just doing live shows and playing their catalog.
If you're wanting to see somebody that probably won't be around a long time, see Josh Homme and Queens of the Stone Age, because that crazy fuck, who knows? If you have a chance to catch a show.
I thought he was dead, if I'm being honest.
Nah, he should be, but he's not.
The Hummer, nah, bro.
But that's one, you might want to catch that one when you can.
I would have liked to have seen Queens of the Stone Age about 15 years ago.
Yeah, I feel
That's my
same.
problem. Like that's
Same.
a band. I feel like I missed my window.
Yeah.
The fact it's still around. Well, it's just like the Josh Homme band now.
Yeah.
You know,
Could be worse. It could be Dave Grohl.
or Dave Mustaine,
Or fucking getting into the Daves there, yeah.
Dave Navarro.
Dave Navarro.
That's another Dave
I
having a
like
bad
Dave
time.
Dave Navarro, though, I got to say this, as much as I know that you dislike the guy, and I know why you do, and it's valid, because he's just a
Because
hired
he's too fucking pretty, okay?
The dude actually, though, has on occasion has
Beautiful man.
He's wonderfully delicious. And I was in middle school when I first saw this man, and wow.
Oh, there you go.
There were many feelings.
That dude has on more than a few occasions, stepped in and saved bands.
Yeah.
Like, when like a band's like, man, that's it. This person died. This person quit. Whatever. And so we're not going to be able to do this record. And Dave Navarro's like, I got you.
I'm coming.
Now that dude has like long COVID or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's been he's a part. Jane's Addiction was trying to get stuff going again. He hasn't been able to do it with him because he's been still fucking dealing with it.
Yeah, but also, wouldn't you find that a really good excuse that Perry Farrell would probably buy?
I mean,
like,
valid.
oh, you want to do what? Oh,
and that's
long COVID.
That's another band that is based around one person, Perry Farrell. Dave Mustaine, he's Megadeth.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl, that motherfucker is Foo Fighters.
I love the, yeah. When's the last time you even heard Taylor Hawkins' name even brought up?
That didn't have Dave Grohl's right after it?
Yeah.
Not since he died.
Yeah. Yeah, but Foo Fighters is not just Dave Grohl. You bet.
Okay.
I will also say, it's fair if you think I'm shitting on that guy because everybody seems to like him. That's fair.
Who, Grohl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because people
I
say,
really
oh, man,
enjoyed him. God damn, I
people
hate
say,
opening
oh,
a beer and not being able to do
but
this.
he like cooked all this meat for these homeless people. He's great. Yeah, but it's funny because everybody knew when he did, didn't they?
Yeah, that's the issue I have with it. I'm like, I like not knowing about the good things that people do because that means they weren't using it as an opportunity to market themselves.
Yeah, it's always kind of I was raising an eyebrow. I was like, oh, well, that's funny. This person did all this great shit. Who got the word out on that?
Exactly. It didn't accidentally get onto social media. Yeah.
Never open a beer and then try to put it in a koozie.
No. Why would you?
It's
do
like
that?
trying to put a limp cock in a rubber.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know why I do the things I do.
That's a T-shirt right there.
I mean, yeah, I was like, actually, I feel like that's the slogan for my life.
Why do we hurt the ones we hit?
Oh my god.
So how about that LJ segment?
Fucking profound.
Man.
No, Brandon's actually right. New Metallica song
Hell
dropped
yeah.
this week, and fun shit.
That's how
going
out
on.
of it I am. I haven't even fucking mentioned it.
I know, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be
Well,
one of the first things mentioned.
We're now like at 6 weeks out from that album.
Yeah, well,
so.
I was kind of shocked to hear because I, am all of a sudden listening to only liquid metal in the car, and I was shocked to hear that. They released another new song. I was like, oh, I figured.
Now that'll be the last one because the mathematics say
I fucking hope so.
Release 3, and that's it. Alice in Chains did that. Tool did that.
It just seems like a lot. I mean, I guess
don't know, man. A lot of those Alice in Chains ones came out after the album came out.
Nah, we got that taste. They started dropping that shit like late June, and they dropped the album in September.
Yeah, because like the Rainier Fog singles was fucking crank.
I'd have to look, but there were at least 2. There were at least 2 that were released for before album launch. Until did the same thing with Fear Inoculum.
Do you feel robbed when you hear too much music too soon? Brandon was talking about this earlier.
My problem is that like with Rainier Fog, and that was the self-titled track, right? That first one that they dropped? No, it wasn't.
We're gonna lose our cred because I can't remember what it is.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been
anyway. So they ended up dropping one of them, the one right? No, that wasn't.
Not the one you know.
Not the one you know. Not the one you know.
Shit.
But it comes out, and the problem is then the full album comes out. Actually, a better example is Ohms, I gotta say.
Okay.
So Deftones drops Ohms, and the ones that they because they dropped 2, and then Ohms came out, and both of those I liked them the least off the entire record until about now-ish, because now it melds a little better.
Sure.
But back then it's like, I'm tired of these already. I'm a fan of this.
Right.
And I'm also, because I tend to really, really enjoy a lot of weird Deftones tracks, that most people are like, what? There's one on Ohms called Radiant City I just fucking love, but that one never really got any attention whatsoever.
Sure.
But,
I like Science and Mathematics. I like that one.
that one's one that
I like the end.
Man, but it's that one's a little problematic through the middle, and I know why. It's fucking musically complicated for those guys. It's kind of interesting, but shit, I'm getting all distracted, and I'm like not under the influence of anything except joy. Let's move on to get the lowdown. What's going down with LJ?
Welcome back to another scrum-diddly-umptious episode of Mead for Metal. This obviously being the metal section, or the kickoff point to it. So let's see what kind of nougats of metal we get into today, shall we? So the first band on here is called Temptress, and the album is called See. That's spelled S-E-E. Now, this band's sound, like the entire album was uploaded into one video by them, which is them blowing their whole load. Also, it's listed as an official music video, which there's no music video. It's just the entire fucking album, which is fine. That allows you to listen to the whole thing. It's just kind of not really well informed. It's like, it's not a video. It's just a song, the actual audio of the entire album, which, like I said, ain't bad. The music is pretty good. It has this sort of late 80s, early 90s metal feel to it. Sort of like, sort of reminds me of a little bit of a slower Pantera, if I'm being honest. And it's not a bad thing. What is a bad thing, though, in my opinion, is the singer's voice. You listen to it, and it sounds like they, didn't have a singer, so they just grabbed some random dude off the street and were like, here's the lyrics, go. It's not bad singing, it's just a weird voice. A voice that I did not expect on a record that sounded this good. So, I'd say recommend it, but I'd say check it out free first before you go buying shit. At least this album in particular. I will say, though, that the album artwork is pretty fucking dope. It looks like something you would get as a tattoo, or you would see on, like, a really old sailor's back or something. I don't know. Let's move on. All I'm saying is it would look badass as a vinyl sitting on your shelf. Okay, there, I said it. Okay, so next is the band Haken. I think it's Haken. It may be Haken. H-A-K-E-N. I don't know what the fuck's up with these band names that are weird. The album is called Fauna. F-A-U-N-A. I'm spelling everything for you guys because some of the shit's kind of obtuse. Just want to make sure you know what you're getting into. So, well, this album, I listened to the song Elephants Never Forget, which is an 11-minute long motherfucking epic, which, okay, so let me describe it this way. The song started out with them sounding like Queen in the best way, okay? Then 1 minute in, it suddenly turns into motherfucking Queens of the Stone Age, Primus, and Rush, if they all simultaneously traded weirdness points with each other. And yeah, it's weird too, and the singer sounds good with all this bullshit going on. I actually have to say, this is quite a cool album. I would say it's funk metal, but I'm not 100% sure, because it starts off very Queen-like, like the band Queen. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. So yeah, I would say definitely check this one out. It's a little weird, but damn, it's good in a weird way, weird in a good way, I mean. So yeah, it has a thumbs up from me, but I'm into weird shit, so, Oh, and also this one has a badass album cover as well, with like this chimpanzee sitting in a chair with an elephant's head on the wall and like a fucking pencil holder or a cup or something that has like, it's made out of like elephant skin. It's fucking weird. Anyways, moving on. So there's a band called Enslaved, which I think is a black metal band. I'm not sure. Melodic black metal at that. And they have an album called The Heimdall, Heimdal. I don't know if they are Norwegian or they are Slavic, but yeah, they have this really good sounding album out. And normally, you know me, I shit on black metal all the time, as I am wont to do. But this time, I'm giving this one 2 thumbs up because it's heavy as fuck and it jams. I could headbang to it without getting whiplash or being bored out of my dick. So there you go. I think this is an album that would definitely be for those who are into heavy shit. So, yes, we finally have metal. Proper. Metal proper. Yes. Thank you, Enslaved. Come again. So this next band is called Tragedy, and the name of the album is Venus. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on a minute. I'm confused about this. Let me figure this out. It says on Loudwire that the album name is I Am Woman, but on YouTube it says the album name is Venus. Fuck it. Either way, they are a cover band, a metal cover band that specializes in classics from beyond the 80s. It says they cover Bee Gees and beyond. They look like a glam metal band. I'm not shitting you. They actually play pretty well, too. And I was surprised because I didn't expect them to play covers. They played a really rad cover of I'm So Excited, Pointer Sisters cover, and also of Venus by, I think it's Deep Blue. So anyways, yeah. Or is Electric Blue? God, I need to brush up on my rock shit. Anyway, it's right in front of me. So yeah, it sounds really fucking cool. They're ugly as sin. They're kind of like Twisted Sister, but prettier, I guess. I mean, Dee Snider can't hold a stick to these guys. What am I even saying? Go buy the fucking record. Also, the album artwork is dope as shit. So, I gotta say that much. We've had some pretty good artwork today. Now, before I recommend the album that I always do every time I do one of these, you know that Metallica actually shadow dropped a third single, I should say, this week, and that's pretty good. It's called If Darkness Had a Sun. I highly recommend you go check it out. It's second place in terms of my favorites of these 3 releases, the first one being Screaming Suicide because of how And Justice for All-like the song sounded. So I want to know your comments, your opinions of it in the comments below, and also, do me a favor, guys in the Mead Hall, talk about it. I want to see what you guys think of it. See ya. I gotta go. Laters. Rock the fuck on. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, the album of this week is System of a Down's Toxicity. All right, now I'm gone.
The boss, the baby, the dog, that does it. Calgon, take me away.
Lose your cares in the luxury of a Calgon bath. Calgon softens the water to leave skin feeling silky smooth as it lifts your spirits. The soft, luxurious, fragrant world of Calgon.
I love it.
Pamper yourself with a Calgon bath. Lose yourself in luxury.
I said, yeah, because I was young and needed the money.
Now that's a fucking album right there. Young and needed the money.
It's Temptress. That's one of them LJ had talked about. Fucking groovy. I kind of understand where he's at. That lead singer's voice is different for metal.
Yeah,
but it's more shoegazy.
That is fucking straight up groove.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's some groove metal.
Yeah, groove is the right word. I'm getting like very like dirty.
Anything
very
that
dirty.
anything you start
And
doing
not
this.
in a bad way. I don't mean.
And I know, like, you can't see it because we don't have video or nothing, but just some you're just like, fucking,
Yeah.
something that gives you that head tilt. That's groove.
Yeah. If you're just looking for some slow jam that's heavy but low, yeah, Temptress. Yeah, fucking C.
And
yeah.
I feel like Temptress is a band that's been around for a while.
Sure.
Never heard of them.
I think their artwork looks 80s because I think they've been around since then.
Oh, whoops.
I bet they could sell tickets to his South Africa show.
South America?
South America.
South
What'd I say,
America.
South Africa?
South Africa. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
very
they could
different.
probably do that too.
They're the same, just different.
Dave Matthews Band, get it done.
God.
Fucking beer gets excited, don't it?
It does.
And Nitro Cold Brew Coffee.
Very gassy.
They are a band out of Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I bet they're all over 50.
You think so?
Well,
You know what's cool,
kind
apparently?
recognizes kind.
Maybe. I don't know. The thing that's cool right now is for kids who are like, in their late teens.
How about this? A dude and 2 ladies.
Oh.
And I'm betting probably why LJ thought those vocals were a little weird.
It's a
'Cause it's a
woman.
lady.
It's a lady, dude.
I thought so. I was like, that's a lady singing.
Yeah,
Not bad looking either, from what I can say.
there you go.
Wait, hold on a second.
Hold on.
Well, never mind. 3 women and a dude.
Holy shit. Okay, I might have
It
to.
gets better and better.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to have to listen
Can we hear?
to this again.
Do I hear 4 women and a dude?
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
you go.
Hell yeah.
How much for the large one?
Could you imagine being this guy, though?
No. No.
What's
Never-
it like to be the only dude in a band full of chicks, you know?
It's either a fucking nightmare or this guy's like, yeah, and I'm getting paid.
Well, look at Pumpkins. Look at Smash Pumpkins.
Yeah.
They had Darcy.
Darcy. Yeah.
The only one, and I also think a lot of the dudes clamored for it because if you bought any of the albums from Siamese Dream on up to Adore, you're probably getting her tits in the liner notes because she loved to dress salacious.
Yeah. She liked her titties. So did a lot of people.
Oh yeah, no, but really, like,
Till she got into the meth.
few people can tell you who the guitarist of that band is. I mean, we could because I've heard several of his bands.
Pardon?
But I'm just saying, like, oh man, that Darcy got him all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought for a little while there were 3 chicks that looked really similar, but it was because it was the fucking 90s and it was in the same
They
period.
all had the heroin chic look, as it's called these days.
Because Darcy had it, the chick from Garbage had it, and fucking Gwen Stefani had it.
They all did.
Shirley Manson.
But they were all very, very bleached blonde.
Yeah, very
with
thin.
Except for Shirley Manson, that she was rocking
redhead.
the red.
She was redhead.
Yes.
Redhead,
That's true.
porcelain skin.
Yeah,
I was very excited.
I do know I threw her in
Same.
that. I shouldn't. But I mean, there were enough in the 90s fucking the very just
Very
white
blonde.
bleached, not even platinum. It's like, no, that's bleach white. Shit. And then they would usually be in what was thought to be an edgy band for a chick to be in, but it wasn't. Life is weird.
Sorry, I got to looking at shit on the internet.
Yeah. Happens to everybody.
It does.
Where are all them cat memes at?
So we have any metal follow up, or are we good with LJ, or what do you have in the works?
What do I have in the works? That's a good question. I kind of blew my load with the Godsmack not being able to do their South America tour because no one wanted them to go.
Yeah, that's kind of, I feel bad for them a little
I
bit.
feel like that's it.
Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like they should be really touring. Do people still listen to them? Like, I just thought I was still listening
they just
to.
put out a new album.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making new music still?
But this is their last one. They said, like, after this, all we're
Allegedly.
going to do, I believe it. They're like, look, after this, we're just going to go tour
Like,
arenas
is it Tom
and do our
Brady,
top,
or-
like, 30 top 10 hits that we got.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
I never really, I mean, I got to see fucking Godsmack open for Metallica in Lubbock on the St. Anger tour.
Oh, so Godsmack was actually better than the fucking main act.
This was 04, back when, like, Godsmack still had some balls.
Yeah.
Like, the lyric that's my problem. Their lyrics back in the day were really thought out. I mean, this man is a witch.
Yeah.
He's a witch.
He is.
And now he is all about writing arena ballads, all with lyrics that are driven to get people to sing them.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Sounds a lot like Seven Dust.
You.
I'm going to pull, you know what, I'm going to pull up their fucking new album. I want to see their track list.
Oh.
Because I guarantee you there's going to be at least half of the song titles on there that are going to be like, oh, I can hear 30,000 people singing this in chorus.
Man.
See what we got here.
Nothing but ballads.
Okay, here we go. 11 tracks on this new album. Opens up with You and I. Red, White, and Blue.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, he's dipping into Aaron Lewis
Jeez,
territory.
what the fuck?
What About Me?
Man, he's
Why
really
does it
getting into
sound
Aaron Lewis.
like-
Hell's Not, I was about to say He's Not Dead. And I was like, that sounds like a Jesus song. No, it's Hell's Not Dead.
So far, all these songs already exist.
Soul on Fire. I prefer Halo on Fire by Metallica. Let's Go. Now, come on. Where do you think this song is going to fall? Everybody chanting Let's Go repeatedly. Best of Times, Growing Old and Lighting Up the Sky.
Oh, no.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Meanwhile, they're writing shit like Voodoo and Get Away.
Oh, sorry. I forget you can't see my facial expressions on sound,
They're-
but I'm looking rather
Disgusted.
disgusted,
almost,
honestly. I was like, it's kind of a strong word, but I'm just not impressed. It just seems very like,
And just the fact this fucking band feels like, no, we got to catalog that. That's all we got to tour on now. That's all the people want.
That's
When you go see
horrible.
Metallica, you don't want to hear them do their new shit. I kind of do.
I was going to
I kind of do. I don't want to hear them do Inner Sandman that I've heard 50,000 fucking times.
But you know the
Six
one-
of them live.
But with a band like Metallica, if they ever come out and not play,
Inner Sandman, people would lose
people
their
it
minds.
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they'd be
What
very
did I?
angry.
What did I buy these tickets
Sure,
for?
sure,
then?
sure.
Yeah,
You know?
but that can't be the group consensus.
No, it's the
You
fucking,
go to a Metallica concert knowing you're going to hear that song.
that's actually a corporate business right
Yeah,
there.
it
That's what
is.
that is. That's corporate going, nope.
Yeah,
The corporation of Metallica Inc. going, no. You guys are going to play a bunch of shit off the Black
you-
Album.
whether
But
you
here's the
want to or
thing.
not,
They
yeah.
are their own bosses. They decide anything they do. When albums come out, it's on their label.
Well, and that's why a lot of people think that they're commercial or sellouts or whatever, which is silly to me because they're the band that's still fucking making metal relevant right now. and
Who
have
says
been.
they're sellouts to whom?
Get on any fan site. That's the
Oh.
thing.
It's fucking
This is
so
why I
toxic.
never-
Their fan base might be the worst in music. Really?
Really?
Yes.
They're that bad to
Oh
them?
my god! I thought the assholes from Alice in Chains were fucking terrible, because everybody's like, "Oh, you guys should have broke up when Lane died." No.
Oh my god.
You know, those
People
assholes
are ridiculous.
They are. You know, and people like, yeah, Alice in Chains died when Lane died and shit like that. It's like, hey, you know, it's Jerry's band though, right? You
These
know.
are motherfuckers that bitch about having no bread while they got 2 goddamn hams under each arm.
Sure. No, 100%.
Alice in Chains is better. They're substantially better
Interesting.
because fucking William Duvall is an amazing musician. But they won't buy that because like, nope, this is the sound I want. Well, nobody's going to sound.
I
just
don't
like
compare the two. I'm like, so I don't feel like this version is better. But this is a version that I feel like, nah, man, this is carrying the torch of Alice in Chains.
Sure.
There is the Lane Staley era is amazing for its own specific set of reasons. And that band did break up in 96, 97. Lane died.
Because of
Lane
Lane.
died 7 years later. Like, this band didn't break up because he died. This band was broken up
before.
a
Long
good
before.
while.
Oh,
Yeah.
see,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the history.
And Lane
That's
went on and
crazy.
did some shit, you know, in a super
Cantrell went on, did some
Yeah,
amazing
I mean,
solo stuff.
Sure.
And they did, and you thought they were absolutely done then. Lane Staley dies, and that might have been the best thing for the legacy of Alice in Chains.
Probably.
Suck it if you don't like that, nerd. You know.
No, man, I mean, like, their next album, they will have put out just as many albums with Lane as they have in this new era with
shit.
Duvall.
When bands don't put out albums more than every few years. But,
Yeah.
But Metallica, though, that's the worst. You get that shit, and these people are fucking off their nut. That fan base is so fucking toxic to the very band they love.
Yeah, it doesn't make
they
any
claim.
sense to me.
Most of them that call themselves the diehards means that they liked nothing after 1986.
Oh, they're those fucks. No,
And then you got motherfuckers like me, like, you know, fucking Load and Reload were really, really good. Really good.
And I can see why Brandon doesn't get around those people, because in their order of hatred, St. Anger's 1, followed by Reload, followed by Load.
Yeah, it's like, y'all suck a fart out of my ass. I love those fucking albums. It is exhausting to have to granted,
Yeah.
I don't defend this band anymore.
Yeah.
But back when I did, you had to defend them from the Napster cunts. You had to defend them from the old school cunts. You had to defend yourself from fellow fans.
yeah, which is
Like,
crazy.
what fucking kind of community is
It's
this?
not.
That's a bad one.
It's disgusting.
Now
So-
I'm fucking over 40. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So for as much as I always like talk shit about like Alice in Chains fans now, I have to kind of rein that in now that I've really kind of seen what Metallica fans can do.
Metallica put out that Some Kind of Monster fucking documentary, and again, had to defend them for that. Like, oh man, I want to fucking look like a bunch of pussies. Fucking Hetfield going to rehab to get off of alcohol, and then St. Anger. It's like, shut the fuck up, huh? It's because of shit like that, people don't want to do stuff.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's Metallica, and they're basically a continent in themselves.
They
So
don't.
someone
They can do whatever they
decided
want.
to go on a healing journey, and they were made fun of for
Well, that and it was
That
recorded
is
and put
really-
out for the public.
I mean, that's a little. I don't know that I would personally want my recovery story.
Well,
shared
it wasn't.
with
It
everyone,
wasn't
but-
like the actual recovery. It was just like documentary going. Hetfield getting more and more out of control. Then there is
I
a
see.
gap where he goes to rehab.
Okay.
Comes back, and there's there's a little bit of drama there, but that's what a documentary is all about—a little bit of drama.
Okay.
But the
so-
fact that like people get so up in arms on, like, oh man, I don't want to see like my heroes being human.
Right.
that confuses
Tough
me
shit.
because I think that's my favorite part about like people who are famous or musicians or whatever, because they're
Yep.
just humans too.
You know what the weird thing is, though? The one band I don't bring up, and that's fucking Tool. I'm not saying that they don't have the occasional asshole fan, but that is a weird fan base because these people are chill as fuck and very cool. And like, and realistically, it's like, man, when you start talking to them, it's like, yeah, well, I'm going to my first Tool concert. And they're like, well, we've been to 20. Or something like that. But it's like, but man, we try to go every year because really, I don't need to go to other concerts anymore. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
So crazy.
You go out in the parking lot of the hotel and you see 1 out of every 5 vehicles have a Tool vanity plate.
Yeah. That's a very cool fan
yeah.
base.
God.
That is a fucking cool fan base. So if you're a Tool fan, god damn it, I tip my cap to you
The
because
irony of that is the first Tool fan I ever recall meeting in high school. I was a freshman. She was all dressed wild, had the craziest like purple hair and spikes.
the
Nice.
But
so
was-
back to the fucking very early days.
But
of-
she
Scene
was
kid.
yes, very much with the big boots, that go up to the knees and everything.
PVC
yeah.
pants.
Oh man, yeah, she was all of that and a bag of chips. But like, what loved math, specifically trig, and I remember her talking about parabola.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyway, so it's funny that you bring that up because I just remember being like, wow, this is just like the coolest, nicest person I've ever met, even though, because she looks scary.
Yeah.
Remember?
No, it turns out actually that's a lot of
she
Tool
was
fans.
wicked.
Yeah.
So how neat. That's
Yeah.
funny it's a Tool culture, not just a kind of a
Yeah.
one-off or whatever.
And it's a cool one too because I'm probably if that shit's within 8 hours, I'm going to go.
Yeah,
every time.
fair.
With those guys,
How
I
can
will
you
go.
not?
I will go.
I have to see the magnificence that is Maynard sometime before
Yeah.
I die.
Yeah, talk about that'd be a fucking great move because that guy got COVID three
Dude,
times.
what the fuck?
Three times.
How the luck? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, we better talk about some chingasas.
Yeah.
Let's get to UFC shit because
I'm starting to get fucked up.
Yeah, well, and
I
I
plan
know we
on
got to be running a
accelerating
little
this.
behind. I was going to talk a bunch of guitar shit this week.
No, we
guess
don't have
guess
time.
what? We ain't got that.
Do your own fucking podcast.
I'll do that on my channel.
Get a Tuesday podcast going.
BigDingus.com.
There you go. Beefboydilly.net.
Baloneymonster.
Is that you
dot
playing
US.
guitar in the nude?
That's
No,
on
but it should be.
That's on his
Sounds
OnlyFans.
like it.
That's you got to pay $20 a month for that.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So we got a UFC pay-per-view coming up tomorrow. Now again, this is something we said we're not going to discuss readily, but this is a big one.
It is.
This is one to note.
I will say this: is their prelim card is actually better than most of the cards we've seen this year.
You got Brunson going against Duplessis. You got Amanda Hebus on it. Cody Garbrandt fucking closing it out, which I feel like that's exactly where he belongs till he starts winning fights again.
And he's on a 2-fight skid.
And it's a bantamweight.
Yeah.
So it's back to where he was getting slaughtered.
Right.
Except, well, I mean, he was getting slaughtered.
I was going to say, he
125
got
as well.
slaughtered 125.
There's that one fight where he clocked that dude the end of that round and just slept him. But that's the best thing he's done since he was champion.
Been a while.
Bo Nickel opening up the main event.
Main event, Bo Nickel. He's a guy who's got a 3-0 professional record. This guy destroyed everybody at the collegiate wrestling level. So then you think, so he's going to come in, get his hands on people like fucking like Cormier and other people that were just straight up Olympic wrestlers and whatever. No, this guy actually has got some dangerous hands too.
Oh.
And he's fucking 27.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's got age to him. Yeah.
That kind of shocked me. I didn't realize he was that old.
But the thing is, Bo Nickel's fucking trajectory right now in his career for the next 5-6 years is going to be amazing. This guy's got some skills that are just fucking crazy.
Hey, he actually lived in Rio Rancho.
Oh, well, I hate him now. Never mind.
Plays second at the New Mexico State
Albuquerque
tournament.
represent. Fuck Albuquerque.
Then he went on to Allen, Texas. That's pretty cool.
No.
But that dude, and they're throwing him a guy that's been there for years, which is great.
Yeah, Pritchett, right? Fucking
Jamie Pickett,
Jamie Pickett.
Brad Pritchard,
Yeah.
Jalen Turner, fighting at lightweight. That's on your main card as well. That one might be a little bit of the weak link.
They always have a shitty fight on the. Now, I don't mean that by the results or the fighters or anything else. It is the fighters. They always put a couple of fighters you've never fucking heard of
in your
unless you're a
life.
hardcore fan. Right there, the second one into a pay-per-view.
Is there? I mean, that has to be a marketing strategy.
Yeah, to maybe go, hey, this guy's been on a fucking pay-per-view before or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, I never heard of this guy, whatever. Sure. But it's a basis of building, I think, their fighter profile.
Sure,
Yeah.
has to be.
Fucking Jeff Neal missed weight
Uh-oh.
by 4 pounds.
So he had a cheeseburger sandwich.
Over or under?
Over.
Hey, I don't think we'd be getting this if it was under.
Oh yeah, I guess
That's a light ass welterweight. That kind of sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
you can
You know?
be too light, right?
No.
No, you can never be too
Technically.
light?
Not technically, no.
Well, if you're fighting in a heavyweight, you could be too light. No, they'll still let you fight even if you're underweight.
No, because whichever state athletic commission is not going to certify a fight where there's some nonsense like that.
That seems
So,
unsafe.
so welterweight's 170. If you come in at 155 at lightweight, everybody's going to go, "Fuck you doing, bro?" But nobody's going to stop you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
And they look at the ratio of what your natural weight is versus how much weight you cut to
Had
get
to
to where
cut.
you
Are
are.
they actually taking that into account in the UFC?
Fuck yeah.
They've been doing that one
It's not the
championship for
UFC.
years.
It's not the UFC. It's the athletic commission.
Okay, good.
Primarily California.
One championship been doing that for a very long time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think they should because
Yeah.
it puts people in a dangerous position to drop.
That
go
weight
on like
that weight cutting is fucking
it's
terrible.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, and people will do dangerous things to cut the weight. It's not safe.
So Jeff Neal missed weight, but he does have. So he is the one right before the co-main. Who's he got?
Shavkat Rachmaninoff.
That's the dude's little 50-50 wrestler striker, right?
Yeah, a little bit of both and undefeated. I got to admit, the fact that dude fucking blew weight kind of does take a little bit of luster off that fight for him.
Yeah.
I'll still watch and enjoy it, but man,
So
he's...
they still let him fight even though.
Oh, yeah, the other fider has to agree, like, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And then that other fighter gets 30% of the guy who lost weight or missed weight, his purse. 30% of the money Jeff Neal makes is going to go to him.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to follow the rules, man.
Sure.
And Jeff Neal could win that fight and really gain no traction just because he blew weight
weight.
pretty significantly.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
If it was like a half a pound,
half
it'd
pound
be
to a
unfortunate.
pound. Half pound to a pound. Usually the UFC
Yeah,
is going to
4
go. Yeah,
pounds is
man,
a
that's
lot.
bad.
4 pounds is a lot.
4 pounds means you really
Yeah, you
fucked up.
fucked
So
off.
That's when they
Really
call it a
bad.
catch weight fight at that point.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But then we got the co-main, which my wife made weight. 125. Actually, she came in 124 and a half. Slim, classy.
Okay.
Talking about Valentina Shevchenko, of course. Fighting Alexa Grasso from the mighty state of Mexico. Mighty state.
The state, the 51st,
Country?
y'all state.
fucking 51st
Man,
state.
you're over 2 right now with your locations. We got to have a geography class.
I never
or
said I was
what's up?
smart. I only said I was drunk. I think Shevchenko gets it done.
Yeah,
She's going
that last fight where she won by split decision better be a goddamn wake-up call, because if she does the same shit and comes out this time, Grasso will fucking plant her ass.
she'll have the opportunity, but it's going to be a task. I don't know, man. I just don't see Grasso being the one.
I don't see Valentina like having 2 fights in a row that are bad either.
No, one is enough. That's her first one.
Yeah.
That was her first one where she actually didn't look great. I don't think that's going to happen again.
Right.
I think she's going to redeem herself and then keep calling for that Nunes fight.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Because
One more win and she'll get it. She has the record for the most title defenses by a
even
woman.
the wife beater, what's his name? Dana White. Even he had said that that because somebody had said, "Yeah, what about Valentina and fucking Amanda Nunes?" And he like kind of thought about it and nodded. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, we should probably make that happen." So.
Yeah, but Amanda Nunes only likes to fight, every 8 to 12 months and is a double champ.
Well, she's busy putting on that dad bod.
Oh, shit.
And then when it comes time to cut weight, then sometimes she does.
Speaking of dad bod, let's get that main event. John Jones looking a little chunky.
Oh, man's not designed to be 265.
Well, at the weigh-ins, I was like, nah, never mind. No, there's a lot of granite under that fucking meat.
You goddamn right. Yeah, John Jones fighting Cyril Gahn. Heavyweight. First, the most anticipated heavyweight fight in the UFC's history, I would say. And I don't think that's a fucking small claim or one that's even in any way remotely wrong. This is because John Jones has had issues, first of all, with dick pills making him piss hot, and stuff. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast back in like 2016 or
Is that what he blamed it on?
Well, and Joe's like, you pissed hot? And he's like, what was that? And he's like, well, it was dick pills.
Dude.
And Rogan's like,
Anderson
wow.
Silva fucking tapped out on those too.
Yeah, same. Same.
Do you think that they're being legitimate?
Well, and Rogan's like, why were you taking dick pills, dude? And he's like, well, dick pills and cocaine.
Oh.
And Rogan's like, is that a thing? And John's like, that's a fucking great thing.
Oh.
I will never know because I've never taken either one. But if you're if that's a thing that you think is okay to do and you're a professional
you mean like
athlete,
he's working out doing dick pills and cocaine? I guess I'm just trying to understand. Like, okay, I mean, It just doesn't sound like a great time in the gym to me. But
No.
it sounds
terribly.
horrible.
I'm like getting gassed inside of 10 seconds. Like, oh, I'm
God,
done.
it sounds horrifying.
Yeah. So anyway, so John Jones is going to be now out of all of that, and man, and the suspensions and fights that were just pulled all together and things like that. The man's still around because he still fucking puts asses in seats, and more importantly, in this modern climate, fucking accumulates pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So
That's really without a social media presence, anything.
no.
I'm curious to see the buy rate for that pay-per-view whenever it does come out.
I think it'll be through the roof. Whether or not his future ones going forward really depends on what he can do against a really athletic fucking heavyweight.
And as far as like just weight goes, they both came in pretty close, same, like mid 240s.
That's kind of where you want to be. If you're cutting to get to 265, you've got a lot of nonsense going on in under that fucking that waistline.
Yeah. So what do you think? You think John Jones gets it done?
I'm rooting for John Jones, but I think Cyril Gane gets it done.
I'd say that's fair.
Because until I see John Jones come out at heavyweight and murder some motherfuckers, yeah, because he wasn't doing that at light heavyweight.
And those last two fights did not look great.
No, Santos and fucking Reyes. Either one of those. Either one. John Jones lost. You could make the argument both of those.
Motherfucker.
Definitely the Reyes fight.
This motherfucker hadn't fought in 3 years, and
Yeah.
he's bumping up to no man's land.
A weight class he's never fought.
It's a hell of an ask. If anybody can do it, it's him. But I even have my doubts.
We'll have to see.
I agree with you.
I got Cyril Gane. I'm rooting for John, but hey.
I really wish we could have seen that fucking John Jones Rumble fight. When that fight got announced, man, I'm like, this is it. This is the light heavyweight
This
fight
is
to
what
end
we've
it all.
always wanted, yeah.
Now we're definitely not getting it.
Never.
R.I.P. Rumble.
All right, man. Well, let's fucking wrap it up, huh?
What are you drinking?
Guinness and coffee, apparently.
Delicious. I'm going to drink beer number 7. What are you drinking there?
Well, I just finished tequila and juice, but
Sipping
I'm
on
drinking
Keeler and juice.
Tequila and juice.
Yes.
Lube.
I'm sure there's a cute name for that, but I
With
don't
my
know.
mind on my guinea and my guinea on my mind.
I don't think you can say that. Or is
Well,
that only if
I'm
you're
not talking about
Italians?
Italians.
Okay.
I'm talking about beer.
Oh my.
God damn it. Let's get out of here.
Fuck it. We'll be back couple weeks. Yeah. Oh, we're going to be back on fucking St. Patty's Day.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
God.
that's rebellious.
Are you
I'll be
working that day probably?
Working.
Performance. That's St. Patrick's Day.
I will not be performing.
Okay.
I am currently not performing.
God
I
damn.
have
Look at that.
taken a step back due to we'll call them creative differences.
Well, we're going to start like we're going to get into slap fighting at the Mead Hall then on Friday.
Power slap
Ow!
league. Fucking bring it.
All right, St. Patty's Day, we'll be there. We'll be bringing it. Hope you fucking people do too. More importantly, I don't know, I was going to say something profound or smart. Or
I got
something.
nothing, man.
May all your brown be round.
Yeah.
Stay breezy.
All you assholes in South Africa, look out! Brazil's here to take over. That's what we'll, maybe.
There's a T-shirt.
Fuck it, man.
Ow!